hope it works and I hope we're live. Let's shut one camera first. You see how fancy I got. I got two cameras actually. Now we can play with it and have like overall view while focusing on details. But for now, I'm just gonna shut it down because it looks awkward. Cool, I did it. I did a thing. All right. I hope you guys can hear me. I hope I'm live. No, there's a little delay, so between me answering and addressing questions might be slight second. Well, I think it's like 25 seconds we counted actually. But per request of some of the viewers, you guys want to know what's going on in spray gun, so I'm gonna try sometimes start those videos with just overview and I create myself a card. I actually feel like I'm some medical personal right now, but I'm gonna grab the camera actually in my hands. And while there's nobody in the front office, that's why usually your customer service and everybody sits and they're all gone. I believe because everybody's hands-on now on our compressors. Because of course, you know, it should have happened on the first live stream kind of day. We have Silent Storms, the new compressor. We have the Silent compressor. I was supposed to deliver last week actually. It was scheduled to be delivered like Thursday, Friday. But of course they came in today and Juneteenth actually, so yeah, it's quite empty here because I think everybody is in the back, so let's go check out what's going on there. No, Dennis here. Let's see, it's gonna be a little loud here in the back because the spray booth, when it's inflated, actually it's our little secret. It comes here to the back and not to the place where the spray booth is. So yeah, it's our receiving area in the back here. Show you around. Yeah, this is Russell. Russell is receiving a water. Right, we got a media in. Got 2 pallets, 3 pallets. I think 3 pallets came out. Yeah, 3 pallets of water today. So we are receiving all this awesome stuff. And Gerald, the stencils. See, we sell this a ton. These are like really awesome stencils. I think Gerald did a great job designing those. And of course, all other nice things. This spray gun, it's like one-time use. Not one-time use, but they have no parts for those, so I'm not a big fan of the spray gun for this reason, but it does decent work when it sprays. It does work. So far it's pretty boring here, nothing really to see, and it's loud as I mentioned, but I hope it's not gonna be too bad. And this is where the fun starts, because this is where our clog right now is with all the compressors. Let's see, there in front. Yep, I don't think we can make it past there, because that's where all the compressors are. So I have to take my mobile office with me and see if we can go and open one of the Silent Storms. So this was not planned, and I promise we're gonna get to the aluminum painting thing. It's right there. What's up? All right. What? You doing demo? Okay, cool. Yeah, we already have a problem, so this is going to be problem solving. So they put a sticker where our sticker is supposed to go. What do you guys think? Where is supposed? So we're not receiving them with stickers. Stickers are applied here, at least in the beginning when we're still testing them. So this was designed to be here, but of course the guys decided to put another sticker in there. All right. Well, we're gonna have a vote about it now, I feel like, but yeah, this is the first one you guys trying to put the stickers on. I wonder who's the customer going to be to receive this. This is the first one. Do we need to scrape a signature on it or something? Yeah. All right, but yeah, this is where some of the team is right now, and I don't have an opinion on this. You guys? Okay. All right. Yeah, let's put it on top. Put it on top and put the round on the circle on the other side. Yeah. Yeah, this sounds good. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on here in the office. And I don't even know if everything's working fine. So let me check very quick. Where is the team? So, again, I know it's not planned, but I do want to open one of those guys for you so you can see firsthand how it arrives, what's in the box. And I already opened those things, but I'm gonna keep slicing it up and seeing how it came. Because we had only our prototypes before that. This is the first batch, first unit, so well, it's second opening, but a third actually, because I have one in the spray book already prepared. But this is how it comes. So we do have airbrush holder coming with it, just a simple one. This is your intake filter, and we have the manual. We actually have a better manual for this. We printed our own version. It's much cooler, I think, manual for this. So this will be actually included in the box. And then we do have the compressor, and I do need 2 hands to get it out, so bear with me. I'm gonna stick it right there. Cool. Lift the face a little bit. Let's get this thing out of there. You really did a good job packaging it. So it's hard to get out, but I like this little knot on top. Don't walk barefoot in it. Always wear shoes when you walk in one of those boxes. Ta-da! Here it is. All right, let's see. So the few things I asked them to improve upon, and I think they did. Let's take a closer look. So this now has the protection. It's like one of those cords were touching the head, which can get really hot. So we asked them to put the protection on it, and they did it. And this is all addressed. This looks okay. We do have the new model coming later, which will have the protection case, which actually going to be really in the case, I would say, with additional cooling and things. But this is how it looks so far. And so far, I think everything looks good and clean and awesome. And let's try to plug it in and see how it sounds. And just a full disclosure, it's gonna sound probably really loud here because it's on the glass table, right? So if we do it, or you know what? So they put oil in it and they get extra oil. Cool. Put oil before use, but there's an oil in it. That's interesting. That's interesting. I'm gonna make sure we know exactly what's going on because there's obviously oil in it. Walt, there's oil in it, right?
No, there's no oil in it.
What do you mean no oil? Like, what's this?
They're saying there's no oil.
Well, this looks like oil to me.
Yeah, there's a little bit of oil in there. Huh, awesome.
I don't know. Should I try to run it as it is? See what happens?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, well, we're not going to sell this particular one, so I don't have extension.
I was thinking about moving the sticker, but I'll be
Okay, move. Okay. All right, yeah, can you plug me in, please? Thank you. Let's hear this thing. Oh, I need to put a filter on. What's the filter? Where did I put the filter? Right there. Right there. All right, ready for it? Here it is. It's running. It's actually operating right now. I mean, it is loud because this air just coming in. You hear, so I'm creating pressure right now, and you hear it's just dying out. It's like really becomes silent because the air is not running through the tanks anymore. Yeah, so this is running right now. Not kidding, because like, look at this. I'm gonna lower this a little bit. This is the pressure actually created in it. Okay, well, at least it's running. So there's a hope that we're gonna get some of those out even today probably, and well, majority gonna get out tomorrow. I guess, you know what, I'm gonna keep this thing. It looks great. It works great as the camera holder since I don't have my setup anymore. But let's get to the booth, I guess, right? We wanted to do some spraying today, and because of this arrival, so everything is a bunch of like pallets here in the back. Sorry guys. So this is like assembly line now. So behind me, they're going to be putting all the stickers and checking them, testing every single unit, make sure it works. We do it all the way with the new models up to the point when we know for sure they're working well, and there's no like literally small percentage of defective units. I hope it's not going to be too loud. Last time we tested with the different spray booth, it was okay. Let me know if it's terrible. We're going to try to adjust some settings here on the audio. I do have some filters I can try to apply and see if we can make it better or worse. I'm not sure which one is going to be. Change the angle a little bit. So that's what I brought here for the day, right? I didn't finish preparation, obviously, because I was busy with other stuff, and apologize for that, but it's gonna take a while before we start spraying, because I do want to use one of those new guys to make sure it's actually real time, real world, working well, right? So let's see. We're gonna put this guy right here behind the camera. Doesn't have to be in front of you. I just saw one of those. I'm gonna quickly connect it with an air hose. And what's the plan for today basically is to use our metallic paints, which of course I didn't bring, so we'll have to go quickly and grab them. But we're gonna use the metallic paints, mostly aluminum, we have gold as well, to see how it is to apply for different surfaces. I have your representation of automotive market with the piece of, with the hood, one of our mini hoods, which is gonna be fun to paint because it's black and white. And you know, most of the time, metallic's really sensitive for the background color, right? If it's white, it will completely different versus what's going to be looking on the back in the black background. With ChromaAir aluminum, it doesn't really matter. So I think the biggest benefit, it's not like, you know, most shiny metallic out there or whatever. It's not. I would say anything stand out compared to other metallics in terms of color. The biggest standout point is how easy it is to use and apply it. I think it is the easiest metallic out there. So I have this whole section right here. I have the set, comes as a set, and we have them individually. We have aluminum, gold, and magnesium. So I'm just gonna grab those three with me so we have them. And then I'm gonna stop by my office because I have about bigger bottles there which we can use for the spray gun. I think I already have reducer for those. So let's go back in there and spray it out. Apologize for a little walking back and forth. Again, this is the first time we're doing it, so it's a pilot to a degree. Dan, how are you doing? Can you get me some mixing cups, please, the little ones? Yeah, Dan was not supposed to be a part of this video today. I didn't want to bother him because we were busy with other stuff, but looks like I have to tap him for helping me because I'm negligent and I didn't prepare anything, but we'll make it work anyways. All right, so at least we have a paint now to play with. So I'm gonna put us back in here, and we got one of those guys. So for you in the fishing industry, you know, you want to see probably how easy to apply metallics for this surface. And I'm gonna tell right away, so a lot of things I'll be doing here today is definitely showing you how not to do things, but pretty much showing that this still works no matter what. Because you do want to prime every time you work with the plastics or you work with metals, you work with pretty much anything. It's most of the time you want to have a primer first. We're not gonna use a primer here today at all, because part of the video, part of the reason I want to show you that no matter what this paint, it just stays. You know, it's really easy to apply paint. Hey Dan, thanks for your help. Yeah, we're quite miserable here. There's a bunch of paint in my office on the bench. Can you bring it please here? Boxes paint, prepare this. We're gonna paint those guys, one of those guys, a helmet. Actually need to start taking apart, but I'm not gonna put it too much apart, it's pretty easy. We actually have those for sale, believe it or not. And I'll just quickly remove this thing from it. And probably gonna give it, you know what? Just for fun, I wanna see how bad it's gonna be. I'm not gonna scrape it, I'm gonna just apply it directly and we'll see what happens. This thing is a little oily, so I'm gonna do the greaser, definitely cleaning up. But I'll just lazy application. Not gonna do anything. Why are we doing it? You know, I can show you how it's done professionally. You know what? I'm not gonna be doing it. I'll be I'll be lazy negligent guy in this show. Dan will be the one who's doing it right because he's the, yeah, you got it. Dan is actually automotive painter and he likes to follow the process and do all these things right. I'm gonna be doing everything wrong. So I'm gonna be one of those do-it-yourself kind of guys. Probably some of you be watching it, or not necessarily doing it yourself. We often see situations with like prop makers. We work with a bunch of different studios and people who's making actual stuff for movies and the shows and other things. And they often have a situation where, you know what, remember this project we needed in August? Well, we need it next week now. So you have to do it quick. And you have to adapt and sometimes keep the right steps into making it according to technical data sheets and according to general kind of rules for the application. So you have gloves here. It's actually Dan's booth, so I kind of bothering him, but yeah, he got everything under control. Look at this. You guys have everything ready to go. So I'm gonna try to look professional. I'm gonna put the gloves on. Of course, I'm not gonna have the full body armor, aka the suit, but let's put this. Let's grab some degreaser and I'll prepare this helmet. And I know I'm bothering you then, but where's the helmet holders? All the sticks things? Huh? Yeah, I want to put this guy on the, yeah. See, that's amazing. Then just gonna go in and grab it. Such a service here. And spray gun and spray booth. All right, so what I'm using is the Custom Creative. This D700, D4 degreaser, I guess. I'm gonna remove all this oily stuff. I'm just gonna get the wipe for the rest of this. Actually has already some little dent right here. I don't know if it was my nail or something. I don't know if you can see it. See this piece of paint missing. But we're gonna see how it's gonna look when we cover it with our aluminum paint, and that's exactly what we're doing. Cleaning up. All right, let's leave it for a second there to dry. And then I'm also gonna, oh no, see everything is falling from my hands. I'm gonna give a wipe to this guy. Just a little degreaser. And then show you what I have in mind with the hood. The main reason I want to do this hood is because it is a black and white item, so it has two colors. Right, so this is what we got. You know what, I'm gonna put the second camera in this moment because I think it will make sense to have this as the general camera, and I'll use this as the focus on exactly what I'm doing out there. Hey, come on camera, why not going lower? What's up with you? Little camera? Okay, here we go. Yeah, so that's the mess I'm creating on the table right now. I'm gonna get this to this box for now. This is your automotive finish, so it's actually 2K. I mean, I think it's a free step they're doing, so it's not a powder coat. It has the gloss coat on it, and they're doing a pretty good job. So it's actually painted and gloss coated. We'll see. You can actually feel this difference there. So if I'm not mistaken, that's what from the look at it, how they do, they actually have the two colors applied first, and then they clear coat it. I know there's such thing as the powder coating with gloss finish, but it could be it. Maybe because it's no, I think it's a spray paint here, because you see in the back here, you can see how something was covered here. So I think they actually are spray painting all this stuff. This is your overspray from the other side. If you do the powder coat, you have like the paint sticks right to the back of it with electrostatic, so it's going to be like almost the whole color visible in the back here, but it's not the case. So I believe it is spray painted, and I think it's two steps at least. And then I'm not sure if they polish it or not, but I'm gonna take Scotch-Brite right there, and because it's so glossy, So for this guy, I'm actually gonna give a cut first to make sure like it has a little bit of texture in it, just a little, so it's not shiny, it's not that glossy. Make sure we have something for paint to hold on to. But in terms of like this helmet, no, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna apply it directly, and we'll see how good or terrible it's gonna be. Because again, this whole thing here we're doing is experiment pretty much, so for both of us to learn. There's a lot of new things for me is gonna be also today, because this particular metallic, I never applied with the full-size spray gun, and that's what I'm planning to do today. So let's see. Yeah, I see you compare. We can't really make a comparison video, so I don't think it's appropriate, but I do have some of those compressors here, and what we presented here is as silent as it gets, and the price point is the main difference. So I think we're setting them at $350 right now. We have these compressors. I think most of those in the back there, they are sold already. I believe we have like maybe 10 to spare. So if you want to get compressors soon, I'd recommend placing your order now, obviously, while we have them, because I do believe it's like 10 or 15 maybe we have. I don't know how many we have set aside for influencers, so it may be less than that. But the next batch gonna come, I think, September, maybe late August. And I'm not sure about the pricing because we don't know what's the tariffs gonna be. But back to the thing we're doing. So we did the scrape, we did the degreaser thing, and now we're gonna let it dry a little bit. And I need to come up with some kind of solution for it to oh, that's actually easy, because if I had something with magnets, I could just put it on, because this thing is actual metal. So we have set with little magnets. It's really comfortable to use, really nice to use for stencils when you have like little magnets to just put on it, because it is metal. And of course, because of scuffing, I got this thing all covered in white dust now, so I'm gonna do a little scrub. But from here, look at this, good timing, right? Come from mother, I have to decline. Nope, not taking this one. I guess probably wouldn't mind, of course, but I also gonna do fun experiment, so I brought this thing. We might start with it. This is nothing like real application there. Of course, you're not going to use it in a real world application, but I just wanted for fun see how it's going to cover all the different colors in here, because I know it will. I already did something like this. I do like dumb stuff sometimes, and that's exactly what it was. So first thing I'm going to do, because as I mentioned, we're going to use a few different things today, a few different tools. So we're going to be using our minigun for the full-size spray gun. We're going to use two different ways of application with our Z-gun, I'm sorry. Did I say the minigun? It's the Z-gun, yeah, the Z-gun. We have two setups with the minigun. One has the fan air cap and one has the round air cap, just to show the difference and how it applies. And then I need to grab one of the airbrushes, which of course I did not, but I know I will use the regular airbrush, so I'll do some, I'll get some paint reduced. And this is one of the bigger paints I have. I'm going to give it a little good shake, because it is a metallic paint, and it's not phasing that much. You know, it's not going to have not too much separation going on there, but it does a little bit, obviously, because it is metallic paint, and metallic is heavier than the resins in the paint. But this actually came from my house, where I'm going to try to share the video. I need to figure out, I didn't have a chance to do it, to upload it to the system I'm using, but I used it to paint the door a few weeks ago in my house, and it looks pretty good. And the thing is, I didn't even protect it with anything. It was another like lazy job, just pretty much spraying over it with the minigun, and including handle, and you know it's still staying, so it looks great and it's there, and it was really easy application. Not that I recommend it. It's just, again, another way for me to say that this is so easy to use, because I do think this is the biggest benefit of this metallic paint. It's just it's you know, it's never let you down. And you can clear coat it, yes. Which, by the way, I also forgot to grab. I know somebody asked me to talk about the car wrap, and I think it might be a good video for it. We can do the car wrap review in the same time. Just it's another one anti kind of technical data sheet, because if you want to really do it for a good good job kind of with this paint, you do want to apply it today, and you want to clear coat it tomorrow, or better day after tomorrow. But tomorrow is fine. But if you do it right after you spray the paint, like maybe 10 minutes, like I'm gonna do, we'll see what happens. Because the water-based paint, it needs more time to fully cure. It's gonna have some water trap there, so it might have negative, let's say, effect, bubbling and other things. But we'll see what happens. I'm gonna do it anyway. So since we don't have the small airbrush yet, and I don't have the paint for it ready, let me connect my minigun to our compressor here, and then we're gonna start it, and then we're gonna spray. So let's say we're a minute away from spraying, hopefully. If everything goes right, of course it never does, but still. All right, electrical. Next week, Dan is going to be doing his version of this live video. So no, there's no power in the camera. I mean, in the booth. Give me a second. Apologies for that again. Oh, what's going on? Why I have no power in there? Oh, I think I know why. Let's see if it fixes it. Yeah, we got power. Awesome. Building pressure. Yeah, of course, with all the ventilation here on and the noise, I don't even hear myself. The compressor turned on just now. What airbrush we'll be using? I probably just gonna grab one of the most popular, like Iwata HPCS, the Eclipse. Let's grab one of those. Because we're trying to. It's not about the equipment as much as about the product itself. But let's start with this Mantis thing. I'm gonna try to rotate this camera now backwards, right? So you can see the compressor, and awesome. I think this is, no, the other way, I think pretty good. I can sit down actually, yeah. I'm not gonna use respirator right now. I'm gonna put it on when I use the full-size spray gun, but for now, I have to deal with what it is. And see, so we definitely need to open up the air. So the biggest difference, and I know a lot of people, they kind of after the fan spray air cap, especially when they're buying something like the minigun or all this super popular now Gallery Swallowtail, which we do have also available. What am I doing wrong, Wyatt? Okay, there's some air coming out now. This is strange. So it doesn't show like I have any pressure going on. There's a peer pressure buildup. Yeah, let's give it a minute. Should build up pressure pretty quick actually, but again, we're learning ourselves this new unit. Already sprayed some silver paint on it. Oh, it's not going anywhere. But yeah, this is exactly my point. How easy this paint to use and how easy mess up things with it. So I had some silver in there with a bunch of alcohol because it was just cleaned up pretty much, it just have some remainings. But I was testing it and I sprayed a little bit, and this is not going anywhere. Like this is on the powder coated. Oh, you don't see it. Sorry. On the powder coated compressor tank motor, and that's just not going anywhere. It's already there. So it is a really durable product, really durable paint. Still trying to understand what I did wrong, why we have nothing. So there's the pressure in the air tank, obviously. Oh, okay. First, yeah. Who needs to open the air filter thing? Totally my mistake. I almost burned down this compressor to the ground. I hope it's gonna survive. we're not going to be selling this one, full disclosure. If you get one with the aluminum paint on it, well, it was me, so I'm sorry about it, but we should not be selling this now. It's all silent. Now we have pressure. Now we have too much pressure. I have to lower it now. I was opening it. Now I need to close it all the way. Okay, this is good. So I'm going to keep it at this. I'm going to spray everything out of it, make sure it's all clean as it gets, at least with me. If you want to make it cleaner, give it to Dan. I'm not going to be the guy. All right, so we finally are ready to spray. Putting paint in, and for this one, I'm not going to be reducing at all. So I'm just straight from the bottle, which, by the way, I do have those bottles still in my pocket. So those free paints, which we can talk about a little later about different colors of them. But this is the aluminum we are particularly now spraying. So let's see. Get our paint in. And now the magic happens. And now I don't know where to spray because I have a compressor on the way. I don't want to completely cover it. So I'll try to do it here on the side a little bit. See if I can turn the camera. Yeah, like this. I'm gonna move this for a second. Do a little test spray. Oh yes, going well. So again, not real world application. I don't recommend anybody like taking this as the go-to, but this is pretty much showing how this paint is easy to deal with. So we're going to be spraying this little Mentos cup with some plastic wrap on it, like label. See how it goes. I always go with the light coat first, just to make sure the paint have something to tack to, right? Let's do the whole thing. I was planning to do just one side, but it goes really well. So let's do the whole thing right there with the bottom. So you can see already it's kind of becoming shinier, and it's color started to disappear, but not yet because we're doing really light coat as the first coat, as you can see here. But when I come back to it in a few minutes, I'll give it like 3 probably minutes. Usually I'd say 5, but because it's really light, I didn't go heavy at all. I'm gonna give it 3 minutes. All right, so try to set it up right there. I had to touch it. And that's it. So this is the first coat. What needle side in this spray gun? This one is 0.8. So this is our minigun, and it comes standard with the 0.8. And it comes with 2 different air caps. So this one is the fan air cap. And I actually prepared something for you guys to show the difference. And we'll do it right there in a second. I just need to, I don't know if I can bring it here. Do you think this thing gonna fit in there? Probably not. Yeah, I wouldn't say so. We had it in there before? Okay. All right. Well, you guys then say that we had it there before, so we're gonna just tilt it. Tilt it this way. Okay. All right. All right. Cool. Awesome. Yay. Look at that. So now I feel like the teacher with the school board here, but just to get to my point. So here we go. Here's Dan again. Let's pretend he's not there and I can handle everything myself. Just make sure the nozzle is clean. It's not, obviously. Had some dry paint in it, probably from the last time. I need to lower the pressure a little bit. This is too much. In terms of pressure, I'm going to be putting it at the 4 bar right now. It might be, it's probably still too much because it's a round cap. So this is the biggest difference. And as you guys hang up there for a second with me, and I'll show you. Okay, now it's clean. So I cannot zoom with this camera, but I can take it closer. So this kind of spray size you get and the coverage you get with the round cap, right? So you can quickly, with this size, you can still grill quickly, you know, on and off, and cover a decent area. And again, this is clogging because I didn't clean it properly, so it still has all dry paint in there. But I know how to get rid of it quickly. So, all right. So you see, I can do pretty fast coverage even with this spray pattern. So this is what I got just in a couple seconds. If you put a fan cap on, which I do have this gun here, and I'll just reconnect it here in a second. I'll put gold paint in this one just so you can compare, and I need to grab the gold paint. I'm sorry, this is all disaster. Can you green me the gold paint from the other book, the ChromaAir Gold? Well, I got Dennis here, so I'm not gonna be leaving you guys. I'm not gonna leave you alone. Dennis is a great guy to have around. Dennis the man, as we say here. He's gonna grab the gold paint, and we're gonna put it in this gun. And I'm actually gonna use another compressor, so I don't have to. So I don't have the splitter here, so I don't have to jump from one to another. I'll be just using one. I mean, I'll be just using individual compressor for each. Yay. So I also have a big bottle of the gold, which we can mix up very well. Shake it, shake it. And this is also 0.8, so this is the same gun, and this comes with the set. This is the pan air cap. So we're gonna put in it. And I think it's mixed well enough, or it's an old paint or something. Let me see. I think it's a complete mess in this thing. Yeah, this paint is dead. I don't know how long it's been sitting there. Just put a new one in. I don't even know what year is it. It's probably one of our first samples of this product, so it was silly of me to try and get it. Look at that. This is what I got in this bottle. This is a few years old, and that's how the paint from Pure. Actually, silver is from the same era, I would say. I don't know exactly, but this is one of our first samples of it, like development stage. And somehow silver survived. But ago, I'll say maybe 5 years. I don't know how many years ago we had the first introduction of the ChromaAir. I'll say 5 at least. All right. So let's do this again. I'm gonna grab this new bottle of gold. So it's ChromaAir Gold, right from the bottle, which you were there with me actually, grabbed from the. Oh no, it's not it actually. It's the. I guess Ben just brought that. I don't know what I'm grabbing right now at this point. I hope this one is okay. I think it's also some of the older bottle which he brought from somewhere. We start, yeah, this is all because now we put it's 2023. It's not at all actually. It's 2 years, so it should work. Let's see. Looks like it's spraying. This air hose is really short. All right. So the difference is, yes, and you know what, I need more pressure now because I have the bigger fan cap. So this is your fan air cap, right? And this kind of pattern you get. It's really solid, really nice. For the gun of this price, you usually would have some kind of, strange shape there, like kind of moon or whatever. This looks good. But the difference is, yeah, you can go faster with it, of course, and this is how fast I cover this area. But it's not as concentrated, so it's same nozzle, but just imagine it spreads this fan over this area. And I just made a face there, I didn't even pay attention to it. With the changing cap, because your nozzle stays the same, you're not putting more material. You just apply it different. So with this gun, if I grab it again, if I, this is so much paint rate, so I need to go much faster if I want to do the result, I'm just going to go much faster. You're probably gonna see more of the lines on most paints when you have like, you know, this overlap kind of paint lines if you do the round pattern. But generally speaking, you put in the same amount of paint with the round pattern, but using much less air, because for the fan air cup, you need higher pressure first to have it properly atomized, because now we need to make the shape. So technically what it does, it takes your round pattern and try with the air, squeeze it up so it goes wide. I'm not saying it's bad. This is the best selling point for us of this gun, but this is, you know, it's me being honest about everything in my life, including whatever we sell. So this is special application, I would say, moments when we really need the fan air cap. This is great to have, but I would do a lot of things with just regular round cap and I have no problem. But yeah, you see, it's much less product, but I'm faster covering larger amount of surface. So if you're working with something like candy colors, when having too much of it right away is critical, because you want to have a lot of light coats. For candy paint, absolutely. This is the fan air cap setup. You don't want to have the round concentrated too much paint in one place. But for the particular paint I'm using here, which is again really forgiving about everything, including the way you apply it, the round spray pattern is great. So let's get back to our, I can do it out here actually. I'm spraying the Mantis thing. So I can go heavier now. And by heavier, you see, this is already like, look at that. You cannot see anything beyond it. And this is the golden, I would say golden middle between having too much paint and it's already runs, and having not enough paint. And this is with 0.8 nozzle. I think it's really easy to achieve it. You just do that. So this is it. Like, I would not probably come back here for the third coat, because you don't see anything through it. You just see my reflection there sometimes, or whatever's going on around. There is no side of any colors left. You cannot see them absolutely nowhere, no how. This is exactly why I wanted to do it. And I'm still going to keep it to see the sample of the taping on it. So I know it's probably not going to stay well, but let's dry it out well. We're going to try to put it down really carefully to save it and see what kind of, probably not today, but next video, next Thursday, I'm going to bring it up again. We can do some testing with it, see what kind of results we get. So I'll set it right here. Try not to drop. All right, what are we going to do next? Next, we're going to do, let's do the mini hood, because I do want to use also the spray gun on it, the mini gun. And just to get to the point, you know what, for this one I'm actually going to use the fan, because I want to have it really nice over the wider area. So I'm going to swap the air caps between those two guns, since the other one is silver and this one is gold. So I don't want to have gold. I can paint gold on something if you want to. It's also a really nice color, but right now I want to concentrate on our aluminum. This is the right color actually. It's not silver. Right, and then we're going to do the same thing. So this is your automotive hood. I didn't come up with any holder hood yet. I promise for next time we will have something, but so far I'm just going to make sure we dust it up. And then we apply the first really light coat, just a tack coat. And this spray book works like a champ. Still not very mask, and I really need one because the paint, I don't know if you can see, it just flies out there right away. So I'm happy with this first coat. You see it's already kind of starting to hide the colors, but again, because it's light and the second one is going to be much heavier, everything is going to disappear. There's difference between black and white, as you can see here. It will just absolutely disappear completely. Candy paints, no, not in ChromaAir. We have Createx, we love them, and they have really good water-based candy, so why would we do another one? Yeah, just use candy too. Or if you want to use solvents, we do have really nice candies from Custom Creative. I'm going to set this right here on the piece of tape, and we'll just wait for it. Now, for this guy, for this thing, I do want to use the full-size spray gun, because I'm curious, and I do have a nice holder for it. And I'm curious because I never used this paint with the full-size spray gun. Seriously, I never did. So looks like I got a brand new gun for it, because our tests are still in California. We had some delay there. Nobody to blame, but you know, Craig Fraser is usually busy, so he didn't have a chance to ship our pallets back yet after the show we did together there in Monsterpalooza. Which side we're going? No, it's the wrong side. So our stuff, including our test guns, are there. So now you see it, all right? So we're gonna connect. We have a big compressor there behind the wall, so you're not gonna hear it. We're gonna connect there. And then, well, this is way too much air for me, and I have no air regulator here. So I'm gonna have to go and adjust it on the wall. Sorry guys, it will take in a second. Yeah, air regulator? Air regulator? Yeah, it's too much pressure, definitely. Yeah, Dan is bringing, so let's just give him a second. You want to do something with gold while we're waiting? Oh, I almost forgot this this little guy. Should we do the silver as well? I have a holder for it, actually, it's here somewhere. So we're gonna do this with minigun too, and then I'll bring the small airbrush as I promised. I'm gonna use the water one, or have some pretty printed figure for it. But let's have this gun. This guy is gonna stay, right? So, and again, I'm going directly on everything I paint today without any primer. Do I have to apply primer? It is strongly recommended. You're definitely going to have better adhesion, better results overall if you use the primer. But for the sake of the video, and again, the reason I'm here is to show you how easy it is to work with this metallic for anybody. Do it yourself, you prop making with, you know, overnight kind of work and everything else. This is the product which I recommend. I'm a terrible salesman, just to be clear. I'm going to be also answering any questions you might have in a really honest manner about anything, including like equipment we work with, other brands, our brands, like whatever. Because my goal here, as the company representative spray gunner, we have over 10,000 SKUs now in the warehouse. As long as you guys with us and buying anything from us, I'm super happy, we're successful, and we love you and you love us, and it's great. I don't care which product. It can be something bad. You know, we can bring something under a no-name brand, which will be a terrible product, and you tell us and we'll get rid of it, right? If I don't see it as a good product, we're gonna get rid of it. Same with all the partners working with all our suppliers and, you know, other brands. We love most of those guys. You know, we're trying to get rid of those who are not so much, and you see sometimes brands disappear from our website, and they also can create a product which is not perfect. And I'll just have to be honest with you guys about it, because I think this is the only way. So anyways, let me get back to shut up and do some spraying. Man, I just love how it changes stuff. From this thing, I went a little heavier right away. Where is the camera focusing? And it's already like, you know, I don't even if I do the second coat on it, because same in transparency here with metallic effect in the water, that's probably what you're looking for, as I can imagine, because I'm fishing too, so I would probably say that's exactly how the fish in the water should look like. Have just a little metal effect with steel transparency kind of validated to it. So I'm gonna cover the other side. I don't know, I'm probably gonna still do the toe coats since we're doing 2 coats on everything. But like, look at this. Where is it? Focus, please. Look at that. Like literally, just direct to your lure, your plastic, whatever it's made of. It's transparent plastic. I'm not sure what kind of plastic particularly they're using, but it's there. And it is durable. And answering your question, yes, you can clear coat it, and if you stick long enough with me, which is already going almost an hour of this video, we need to cut it short soon. But you absolutely can apply clear coat over it, and we'll demonstrate in just a few minutes. All right, so I'm gonna wipe off this guy. No, where's there? Okay, here we go. And yes, with the full-size spray gun, I'm definitely gonna put a mask on, so I'll be quiet for a couple minutes. All right. All right, so I'm happy with the first light coat. Let's finish the hood because we are taking too long, I realize now. Kind of relaxed and enjoyed it for a second, but again, guys, it's a pilot video, so we're gonna try to speed it up in the future. I think like 30-45 minutes should be the reasonable time for it. But now I can go much heavier. Make it shine. I want to get my watch painted, so I'm gonna try to hide like this. Oh shit, I don't see anything, sorry. Am I out of paint already? I'm out of paint. Yeah, I'm out of paint. Let's get back to it. Okay, so here it is. Right, you cannot see except with the line because it's the actual existing physical line there, different thickness. You cannot see the difference between black and white as it was. And again, please no confusion. I know it's called ChromaAir, but it's not the chrome paint. Chroma is for pretty much your color. It doesn't mean to be chrome paint. The chrome paint is going to be next week, so then it's going to be showing us how to apply actual chrome paint from the ChromaAir. I mean, Custom Creative, which is the chrome paint. This is not a chrome paint. Even I'm all shiny right now with this glove. It's not a chrome paint, it's aluminum. So I just want to be clear there. We have the gold, which is like your natural looking gold. It's not like super shiny polished gold. It's natural looking gold, and the same with magnesium and aluminum. This is like represent your raw metals almost. If you take this aluminum and it will gonna look same or really similar to that versus like really polished something, aluminum, which is chrome, or chromy look, I would say, or same for gold. Let's see. Everything is black, are showing as J will be. Jacob, what is the question? I don't get it. Am I black or is the blackout here on the camera? What's that? Yeah, I'm not sure what's this comment means. I got this, I got that. What else? We need to bring a clear coat, and I'm not sure if Dan is still around. Dan, can you grab me the car wrap? Clear coat 2K, I want to test it. Oh yeah, I already bring here. Look at me, I already prepared actually. Oh yeah, well, let's count it as yours. Well, can you get me one of the water eclipses then? HPCS, yeah. So for the car wrap, and again, because we're honest about the products and everything else, it is the 2K aerosols, and it's really hard to put a 2K in the aerosol because you have two components which should not be mixing up until the point where you spray them, right? So you only want to mix them when they actually sprayed right before they, or sometimes mix them out of the nozzle. I had those two sitting at home, and they're from 2021. So I thought, oh, it's going to be cool if I bring those in the video, and they actually going to work, and I'm going to spray them. Well, they didn't work. So right, so there is the shelf life, honestly, to it. I'm not sure what it is exactly. Jacob, actually, maybe you can hear comment, but there's a shelf life to this 2K. The point is, it's one of those situations where you don't want to keep it for years and hope it's going to work. It's not the case, right? But it should reseal itself if you do everything properly. So if you follow the instructions here, as of course, yeah, I'm gonna, for 3 minutes, no, I'm not doing it, guys, sorry, for 30 seconds, I'm gonna shake it. You should do definitely for 3 minutes. We recommend following the tech data sheets always, but I just want to make sure this video doesn't take the whole day. And then all this advice, in the end, you have to spray it upside down for 5 seconds. This is how you kind of clean up the area where the paint can still harden, and that's gonna ruin your 2K material kind of longevity, the shelf life. So, and after that 30 minutes, you can scratch it like this, and then in 12 hours you're gonna scratch it like that. You can like really scratch it. We can do it next time all together, exactly this way. But I'm just gonna apply it today, and again keep this exact. I don't know if you guys want to memorize what it says down there. It's 2024 made, right? So we're gonna have this exact can for the video we're doing next week with the chrome, which we actually need we need something shiny and 2K. So I'm gonna apply some of it on our aluminum, which we painted today. I'm not sure which one I'm gonna do. Probably gonna do this fishing lure thing because it'll be quickest to dry. Oh, thank you, Dan. Wow, I even got an airbrush. Look at this. Look at this service. I'm just amazed how well everything works here. So we're gonna apply the clear coat on this end of the video. I think it should be last thing. But what I'm gonna do now with the clear coat, I'm gonna apply it to one of the things I prepared. If I'm gonna find it, and of course, then move this somewhere. I had some black spray out things. You know what? I probably left them there. Give me a second. Can't find the speed shapes I prepared. They moved it because of the compressors. Oh, okay. Well, this is an unfortunate moment because I did prepare some black painted speed shape, which we'll need for the next video next Thursday for the chrome, and it's gone because we have all these compressors arrived and everybody moved everything. No, okay. Sorry, I didn't see David's question. Yeah. Coverage on ChromaAir is just phenomenal. So I'll still put this aside. I'm gonna do quick airbrush, just oh my god, sorry for this noise. Quick airbrush, small airbrush, just to see how it applies with the regular 0.3, 0.35. I'm not sure they're hiding the size now for the nozzle on the water. I definitely need to lower this pressure a little bit, but I can do it with this right here. This little Grex regulator. I still need to do it on the compressor. Just for some reason the Grex regulator doesn't work. Okay, I'm happy with this pressure. I'm gonna put some of those paint. Remember in the beginning we reduced it, so it's right there. I'm gonna put it in this airbrush. I think it didn't have time to settle yet. And I'm gonna bring one of those little figures I prepared to paint today. So this one of the things was damaged from the last show, and I decided, it'd be cool to have this decapitated guy painted little aluminum. So we're gonna do exactly this with an airbrush. And just to show how easy it is to do, I still have too much pressure here. Why this thing doesn't work? Yeah, literally. This usually does really good ones. This is from Greg's the GMAC, but something's wrong with this particular one. Okay, I think I'm gonna be happy with this kind of pressure. So, same thing. Gonna do lighter coat first. Gonna try to cover all those different areas. Make sure, because it's much more difficult surface to work with, right, than the other ones we're dealing with. So we want to make sure that you get to all these areas, like around his neck especially. It's going to be difficult to get to, but we want to make sure we are getting there somehow. There in the armor, and because of the hard surface, I would say hard, the difficult shape to work with, I sometimes have to come back to some areas twice, and it goes heavier than what, let's say, I would recommend. It's still good. It's not going to happen anything, but the fact is that it's already shiny there, and it's not going anywhere. It's not running or anything. Look at this. I'm really enjoying. Like, I'm just painting this thing. Is this paint? I'm not going to do the bottom of it. I'll separate them later because it's two separate pieces actually, and I can paint it separately. But see, this is already looking great, and we still gonna put another layer in it. So let's get to it. Let's finish the big guy. I'm gonna put my mask again. All right, so I can get you closer now. Better look. I think we're done with the spray gun for today. But this is kind of finished we get. So I would say it had a little reaction like here, because I think I didn't clean it well enough, where we had this some kind of glue or something, but this part's going to be covered anyways, so we don't really care about this. And overall, a couple of things probably going to be polished later after the clear coat, but overall I think I'm pretty happy with the result. You kind of see my reflection there somewhat, but it's not as the mirror reflection, because again, this is not chrome. The chrome is going to be next week, but for aluminum finish, is that it is, I think it's just absolutely pleasure to work with this material. And for the hood right here, because it's already been sitting there for a few minutes, so we can try to do something with it. I'm gonna do some tape test, okay? We're gonna apply. Usually you want to wait much longer. Oh shit! Yeah, you see, you want to wait much longer than that. So I would say it was too soon to apply tape. I wanted to make the tape test live today. So instead of this, we're gonna do tape test, and with the next video on the helmet, because I obviously just ruined this one without waiting long enough. So my bad. Water-based paints, especially if you apply it in Florida where it's pretty humid, you want to wait much longer. So I'm not gonna touch this guy. And next week we're gonna try to put some tape on it, and we're gonna see how it reacts, because we did apply directly, as you remember, to plastic without anything done to it. And I'm still gonna do it on the second half of this hood, which I didn't ruin. I was checking one time, one part of it, and I ruined it, but this part is still okay. So we're gonna do some tests with these different tapes. I'm just gonna apply a bunch of different tapes. I'm probably gonna put them, you know what, I'm gonna put them day before, so I'm gonna put them Wednesday, day before next live. And we'll see if we're gonna have anything lifted during the live video next Thursday with Dan and doing the Chrome thing. But for now, what I can finish is I can finish this guy. This little pair of B. Let's see. And also, if you want to see gold, I don't know if you guys want to see gold or not. If you do, I can show you some gold in a second. I'm just gonna manage my airbrushes here. I'm literally just spraying this mixing cup to see how the gold is gonna look like and to show you how the gold is gonna look like. But I'm gonna get back to my little airbrush and I'm gonna finish spraying my Mandalorian guy. If you didn't recognize it, it's him. It's hard to recognize him without a head, but just gonna make sure the paint is still there in the ear. Of course, I'm out of paint. I don't like putting too much paint because I have to clean it up later with wasted sometimes. But it's all there. A little heavier here. Just a little bit on the back. And I'm happy with that. Look at this guy. He's so shiny. Shiny warrior. Yeah, I'll save it all for the next video. If you want to do anything, you like ask questions, how you want me to proceed with those, what kind of abuse you guys want to do to those things, we can do whatever. We can test this surface and how durable the paint is in any way, because, well, I'm not here to hide anything from you guys. I'm here to tell you exactly how it is. So, last thing we're gonna do for today, before I stop this too long video, is to shake a little more of this thing. I already start shaking it. I'll give it another 30 seconds, and then we're gonna apply it. I'm gonna move this guy off the way. This is the way our exhaust goes. All right, I think I'm happy with that. So let's see. It doesn't say I have to start with anything particular. For some reason it says I have to put a finger right here, but I don't think I have to put actual finger right there. I think it's already ready to spray. So this is your 2K over, I'm sure not dry enough paint, the water-based paint, so we're probably gonna have some issues. This is why let me wait for the next weekend to clear coat the other things. So maybe this little guy we're gonna clear coat next Thursday. But now this is not the way to do it, right? Again, you want to wait until tomorrow at least to clear coat it. But since we wanted to see, I'm just here doing it. Oh. Yeah, I don't see any bubbling right away, so hopefully it's not going to lift anything later. But this is how it looks. And what we're going to do next week, we're going to be more prepared, because then it's actually going to be in the video, and it's not going to be as rough as today with all the compressors being in there. But we're going to do the right step by step on everything. and show you how to make sure the shine stays 100% as it is after you applied the chrome in particular, or metallic in general, is protecting with the 40-50 first. This is the secret, this is how it's done. So the 40-50 first, and then you wait for at least 24 hours before you apply a clear coat, and then you apply clear coat last after everything. But this is going to be next video. This is about the ease of use of the ChromaAir aluminum. How much? Yes, it's a standard 0.35. I reduced roughly 20%. I didn't measure exactly. I'm more of like kind of eyeball it guy, but around 20% of what I reduced it. I feel like it's liquid enough so it would spray at 10% reduction, but just to be safe, I used 20 to make sure we have no clogging on airbrush, no delay. But see, this is still also a little wet, but I'm gonna try to finish it because I do want to finish this video for this gold paint. So the same thing with gold. Again, it's not shiny, and the light is not giving a great impression of it right now, but it is metallic. Right now you can see the shine there more with the light. It is reflective metallic, and it is extremely easy to apply, like really. Even somebody like me obviously can do it. So here we go. Here we go, guys. I appreciate everybody who joined us. If you have any questions and follow up about this video, please let me know because we can address them all in the next one. We can show whatever results we got in the next one. So this one, I think it keeps okay. Let me put some light on it again. Under clear coat, it still looks okayish. It's still reflective. It didn't fade as a lot of metallics would. I think it lost a little gloss, but I think it mostly because I applied it over not let's say dried and not cured enough paint. Because again, we're not doing it right today. We're doing a live quick video. Well, it's not quick anymore, but we're doing it live just for you guys to get an idea of how and what we're doing. Anyways, let me know about anything you want to know additional to it, and I appreciate everybody who joined. Thank you all, and I'll see you in the next one.